Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Swag and you're watching Surviving. I just wanted to give you a little talk to today about this new channel. This channel is going to be mostly about survival tactics, primitive fire starting, fire kits, how-tos, survival kits, bug out bags. And when I get back to the States, I'll throw in some weapons, target shooting, and different weapon systems. But that's mostly what we're going to be covering. A lot of times we go out and do some really fun stuff. A week or two ago we went to the German Alps and went snowboarding. So we had a lot of fun, and we'll show you videos like this one.
How'd you get up here so quick? Did you walk all the way up here? Come on, Micro. Go.
We're in the Alps.
You want help? Huh? You want help? I can help you. How? Easy.
When we go out and do fun stuff. And we'll show you some of the survival things along the way too. We go out mudding and camping, and so you get some videos of stuff like that, like this. And that's pretty much what we're doing. If you like what you see here, go ahead and click the like and subscribe button. If you have any tips, tricks, comments, you see something that I could be doing better, or you want me to cover something in particular, go ahead and put it in the comment section below and let me know, and we will get back to you and we'll see what we can do about doing those videos. We got a bunch of cool stuff coming up. Today we're going to be making Charcloth, and probably next week we'll start doing some product reviews too. Product reviews like this Miltech bag that I've been using. I've been using this on a daily basis and got a pretty good field test on it, and I'm about ready to do a product review on that. We've got these new Midland 1059 radios. They're 36-mile radios, and we haven't really got a good field test out of these, but we're trying. And as soon as we do that, we'll give you a product review on those. In this Pelican case is what I keep my fire kit and mini survival kit that I carry with me pretty much everywhere. So we'll show you how to put these together, and we'll give you a product review on the case. I haven't run this thing through its paces yet, but that'll be coming up soon. So without further ado, let's go make some Charcloth. Alright, now a little bit about Charcloth. It's one of the essential fire tenders that you can use. And the great thing about Charcloth is it readily catches a spark, and the stuff will not stop burning until it's exhausted. So it's pretty much just buys you time, but it is an effective way to affect fire when you need it. We don't have really ideal conditions. I'm in Germany right now, and German law says that you cannot cut pretty much any foliage at all. So we don't have a rip-roaring fire to make this, but what we're going to do is use this handy-dandy sterno stove that I'm working on a product review now. The thing's great. It's really light, in a big can of sterno, and that's how we're going to make Charcloth today. So let me grab the stuff and we'll get started. Alright, the first things you're going to need to make Charcloth, very simple. You need a tin, and you're going to cut a small hole in the middle of the top. Other than that hole, the tin should be airtight. What happens is when you put your material inside the tin, you're going to set this in a fire, and it's going to become superheated. And if this is not airtight, the gases that escape will catch fire, and you will completely ruin your Charcloth. The next thing you're going to need is an old t-shirt or a handkerchief or something. I'm using an old t-shirt that I had not used in a while and really don't care about ruining, because you're going to cut this up. So the t-shirt has to be 100% cotton. If you use anything else other than 100% cotton, it'll melt and it won't work and it'll just be a mess. So 100% cotton handkerchief or shirt or something like that, and a very sharp knife. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take this shirt and you're going to cut it in strips. We won't do an enormous amount of this today. This is just for demonstration purposes. You're going to cut this into strips. And you don't need huge pieces of this. All you're trying to do is get surface area exposed. So even that's kind of a little big. You're going to cut these into small strips. Like so. In the process of charcloth, you're not getting a full burn out of the material. All you're doing is carbonizing the material. You're denying that fire oxygen. And once you deny the fire oxygen, all it can do is carbonize. It won't actually burn. Alright, so we have our material prepped and ready to go. So you're gonna, there's no particular way to lay this in there. You're just gonna put the material in, shut the lid, and we're gonna set it on the fire. We're gonna set this container on the fire, close the front, our little wind guard, and now we wait. Normally this will take 10-15 minutes on a good rip-roaring fire, but we don't have that. We've got sterno, so this is going to probably take about 20 to 30 minutes to fully carbonize. So we'll just wait on this for a little while. You see the smoke coming up, that means it's working, and the process has started. And once that fire, the smoke kind of dies down a little bit, we'll start checking it and make sure. But we'll get back to you in a few minutes with that. And yeah, we'll get back to you in a few minutes. Alright, welcome back. Our smoke has died down a lot, and we're about ready to pull this off to cool. So we're going to go ahead and just take that off there. It's going to cool off. Put out our sterno. Set that off to the side. Alright, now this is the important part. You have to let this cool down. If you don't let it cool down, then the superheated gases will catch fire, and you'll do one of two things, or both. You'll burn yourself, or you'll ruin your charcloth. So we're going to go ahead and let this cool down for about 10 minutes. It's about, I don't know, between 28 and 30 degrees out here, so it shouldn't take very long, and we'll get back to you after that's done. Alright, we've let this thing cool off, and we're going to take our charcloth out. Now, this is going to be, there's going to be some bad pieces in here, but that's okay. But that piece will set off to the side, and all you're going to do, where it's brown a little bit, you're just going to separate the good piece from the bad piece. Set the Set the bad piece off to the side. All of this is good. Most of this is good. All these are good. We'll set this off to the side and we'll show you how this works. Now, this is the blade that I usually carry. It's a Gerber. I forget what the actual blade is called. But the trouble with this is it won't work with my ferro rod because this is a coated blade. That's why it's black. So you need steel on steel. So I'm going to use my my bottle opener that I keep on my keychain. You're going to position yourself and you're going to pull away with the ferro rod so you don't mess your tinder up. And there we go. And that, my friends, is how Charcloth works. And there you have it. There you have Charcloth. Now what I do, and I carry this around pretty much everywhere I go, it's in my survival kit. I got this old tin. A friend of mine had this and he was going to throw it away, and I said, well, let me have it if you don't want it. And that's what I keep my Charcloth in. And that is effectively my tinder kit. And I just keep a Ranger band on that, which we'll go over in another video. And that waterproofs it. Closes that seal and does not allow moisture to get in. Now, another fire starter that we use, always keep some lip balm or Carmex. And I've got this this little container. I think it's a change purse kind of thing, but it's plastic. And what you're going to do with this, stick that Carmex and douse the cotton in the Carmex. Carmex, or any chapstick for that matter, is usually a petroleum product, which means it will go up like gasoline and it will keep burning. So I'll show you this, and it will take a spark. And that'll keep burning like that for about 5-10 minutes. So those are a few of the ways that you can affect fire in a situation where you need it. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's cold. But you can affect fire. And affecting fire is very important, especially in a place like this where it gets cold. I think it was 15 degrees last night, and if you don't have fire, you're not making it. Alright, that's our video on Charcloth. Hope you got a lot out of it. If you like what you saw, go ahead and click the like button. If you have any suggestions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. And we hope to see you all again real soon. Thanks for stopping by.